at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray again. This is Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a first down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
At the 40.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake.
Murray.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Will Redmond. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Arizona.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Golden on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Throwing is Rodgers.
At the 32-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Domata Peko. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38, Murray. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. There's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion, put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Murray now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Murray throwing complete here to Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray, one final try. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Today's final score, Packers 14.
Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or play.